Hi everyone, and welcome to the Daily Scopes for the 15th of November. So we got quite a few aspects to get through today, so I'm just going to get straight to it. So yeah, first aspect, I'm going to talk about Mercury Sextile Pluto. So mentally, this is a time of hopefulness and expansiveness, regardless of feeling down and all the craziness that's going on in the world. It allows you to have good perception. It's a good time for writing, researching, publishing and teaching underneath this aspect, especially if you've got strong Mercury, Pluto energy in your natal chart. So we're talking about good Gemini, Virgo placements, or Pluto, Scorpio, Mars, Aries placements. 3rd, 6th, 8th and 1st house placements as well. This may affect you more. And it allows you to handle things and take care of paperwork that may be related to religion, spirituality or law, forming and signing or ending contracts. Some of you may start a new online course or vow to teach yourself something that you've been putting off right now. Some of you may plan a trip abroad or connect online or in some other way with someone from overseas. On a deeper level, could be someone you already know or someone new. Some of you may decide to research other cultures, other religions, something out of your comfort zone. This is an excellent time to pitch your work and sell yourself to anyone. So maybe a book proposal, content creation proposal, applying to a university or a new job. Practical and intellectual realizations basically are the key word for this transit and this influence, and some of you may take more of an interest in political or social issues as well when Mercury makes a sextile to Pluto. Also, on the 15th, the Sun makes a trine to Neptune, so it's good for imaginations. It can be more active, which is good for the Mercury sextile. Pluto energy supports that, but for some of you, pleasure and having fun can be more on the forefront of your minds, like hooking up or being more creative, more sensual with yourself or others. It allows you to take a more interest in the more creative aspects of your life. So some of you may get more interested in meditation, breath work, spending time in or near water. Now some of you may go to a pool, to the beach. Some of you would just float and pretend to a mermaid, a mer person in your bath. Getting in touch with your emotions can help you feel more at peace at this time and more alert and re-energized. But for some of you, because we're dealing with emotions, this can be a painful time because feelings can surface that you don't want to acknowledge right now. So you may escape into drugs or alcohol or hookups or any other distraction, which won't be good for you in the long run and can also distract and reduce your performance in your workplace. And you may forget to take care of any other practical responsibilities there, like paying the bills or any stuff like that. Some of you may find yourself being more receptive to new information and people during this transit. And those of you who are interested, or maybe you've already started taking steps in your spiritual or higher consciousness training, it's a good time to continue with that and develop that more. Some of you can have more empathy for your own inner child right now, for children in general, those younger than you or those who are less fortunate than you. Good luck or beneficial decisions can be made, and by following your intuition and going with what feels right to you at this time rather than taking advice for other people and external forces. And I'm not saying ignore people altogether, but what I am saying is your intuition, gut feelings can lead the way at this time. Some of you may also be good at just giving general advice to anyone that's down right now as well, or you may be the one that receives some uplifting advice right now. It's a good energy for content creators to focus on content that looks into secrets, the things we keep hidden from ourselves and others, talking about sex, drugs, alcohol and other addictions, sharing any personal struggles you may have, or watching friends or family or anyone else going through and just reflecting on how that made you feel and how it affected them. Anything that really delves into the human deep into human psychology and spirituality can do really well in terms of you be able to write or create that content with more flow. Writing about the idealistic stages of relationships and the importance of checking someone's background before dating them, and the lies we can tell to ourselves when we think we're in love and all the rest of it. Also today, Jupiter's involved in another transit, so Venus is making its strongest trine to Jupiter. And remember, when I mentioned these transits on the day, applying and separating, trines have an orb of about 4 to 7 degrees, so the trines can affect us about maybe 5 days before they become exact and 5 days after their strongest conjunction. And I use constellational astrology as well, which is based on where the planets and luminaries, the sun and the moon, are at any given time. Venus is making a trine to Jupiter, so again this is another aspect that makes it good to have negotiations with people and to initiate and conclude important negotiations on contracts and stuff like that. Also supports the fact that some of you will be more open to those who are less fortunate than you. So we 2 aspects today, with the Sun trine, Neptune and Venus making a trine to Jupiter, that supports giving to charity and being more helpful and understanding and patient. Again, some of you may also have some dealings with people from a different country with you and expand your intellect in that way and your horizons. Also allows for any difficulties in social and romantic relationships to be resolved peacefully and for people to cooperate and be more on the same page with each other. And another, again, transit that just supports general optimism and having more of a philosophical outlook on life and just being a bit more lighthearted. So yeah, that's Venus trine Jupiter. Okay, and thanks for listening to today's Scopes for the 15th of November. Take care and see you tomorrow.